Wild millet pushed its way through the soil, and little tufts of elephant grass appeared from seeds which had lain forgotten, season upon season. Best of all, hope began to spring in the heart of everyone. It is true that the land had lain barren for generations, and that the fields had yielded no grain for the lifetime of the elders in the village. We had known nothing but the dryness of the earth, dry soil, dry crumbs of dust, clouds of dust even when there was no wind, but only a vulture flying low and flapping its wings over the earth. But now, we could smell the sweetness of the lemon leaves, and the feel of the fronds of the desert palm was a happiness which we had never known. The thought was no sooner born than we set to work before the soil changed its mind and released its moisture. We deserted the highways, marched on this land, hoes and mattocks in hand, and how few of those there were. The village had been long unused to farming, and there were no more than a handful of hoes. But we took our staffs and drove them into the earth, sharpened sticks, picked the sand and the pebbles until they bled, and the heavens seemed to rejoice in our labor, for their blessings were liberal, and their goodwill on our side. The rains came when we wanted it, the sun shone, and the seeds began to ripen. Nothing could take us away from the farms the moment the shoots came through the surface and all through the months of waiting. We went round the plantain trees, rubbed our skins against them lightly so that the tenderest buds could not be hurt. This was the closest we have ever felt to one another. This was when the village became a clan, and the clan a household. And even that was taken by Allah in one of his large hands and kneaded with the clay of the earth. We loved the sound of a man's passing footsteps, as if the rustle of his breath it was that gave life to the sprouting wonder around us. We even forgot to beg and lived on the marvel of this new birth of the land and the rich smell of its goodness. But it all turned out to be an act of spite. The feast was not meant for us, but for the locusts.
Locusts!
They came in hordes, squatted on the land. Only took an hour or two, and the whole village returned to normal.
Yeah. Oh.
I headed away from my home and set my face towards the river. When I said to the passing friend, "A stranger, set my face towards the river," he replied, "Which river?" But I only said to him, "Towards any river, towards any stream. Set my face towards the seas itself. But let there be water, because I am sick of the dryness."
Right! The hands of the gods are unequal. Their gifts become the breath. Huh? Huh? Oh, you're back at last. But there was no reason for you to be drowning the whole house. Stop picking up and dry up the place instead of gawking at the man. Come over here, Igwezu. Come and sit down.
Your son?
Yes!
Is that the son you spoke of?
Hurry up, woman, and dry up this place. What held you? Have you been carousing?
No, I went for a walk by myself.
All afternoon? You mean to tell me that... Are you well, son?
Is he unwell? What is the matter with him?
He's not unwell. I merely asked him how he felt.
Well, how does he feel?
Glad to be home. Glad to be once again with my own people. Is that not what every homecoming son should feel?
Have you seen the farm? Son, you don't have to take it this hard, huh? There is not... Hurry up, woman! Huh? Will the man not have any supper after walking around him by himself all day?
No, don't give yourself the trouble. I want no supper.
You have eaten nothing all day.
I have had my feast of welcome. I found it on the farm, where the corn and the beans had made an everlasting pottage with the mud.
Master, it will thrive again.
Who are you? And why do you call me master?
I am a wanderer, a beggar by birth and fortunes. But you own a farm. I have stood where your soil is good and cleaves to the toes like the clay of bricks in the mixer. But it needs the fingers of drought whose skin is parchment. I shall give myself to you. I shall work the land for your good. I feel I can make it yield in my hands like an obedient child.
Where do you come from?
Bukanji.
Bukanji. Yes, I have heard of it. I have heard of it.
The Kadir. I'd forgotten, son. The Kadir has been here before. And I think I can hear him returning now. He wants you to shave him tonight.
Does he?
Yes. I mean, now that the rains have ceased, his vows come to an end. He wanted me to do it, but I said, no, Kadir. I know I am strong and healthy, but my fingers shake a little now and then. And your skin is tender.
Yes. Is it not strange that his skin is tender? Is it not strange that he is smooth and well preserved?
Is he fat, master? When he spoke, I detected a certain bulk in his voice.
Yes, he is fat. He rolls himself like a fat and greasy porpoise.
Son, you must speak better of the holy man.
This thing you have done him no good at all.
Is it true what they say, master? Do you speak ill of the holy man because your heart is in the city?
Why? What does it matter to you?
The bondsman must know the heart of the master. Then he may serve him well. Do you serve the serpent, master? Do you believe with the old man that the land may not be redeemed, that the rotten swamps may not be purified?
You make a strange slave with your questioning. What is all this to you?
Even a slave may know the bounds of his master's kingdom.
You know that already.
Perhaps. I know that the serpent has his share, but not who sets the boundaries. Is it the priest or is it the master?
What does it matter?
I am a free bondsman. I give myself willingly. I gave without the asking. But I must know whom I serve, for then I will not stint my labor.
Serve whom you please. It does not matter to Igwezu.
Does the priest live well? Is the serpent well kept and nourished?
You may see that for yourself. His thighs are like skinfuls of palm oil. It's a careless bondsman who laughs before his master.
How does the serpent fare in times of drought? Does it thrive on the poisonous crabs? Does it drink the ooze of the mire?
Beware! That boy has on sacrilege. That trespasses to the hospitality of this house.
I beg your forgiveness. It is for the master to question, not the slave.
Yes. So it is. So it is. And yet I saw him come into this house. But I turned and went away again. Back to the serpent with whom I had talked all afternoon.
You did what? Who are you talking about?
The Kadir. I saw him enter this house. But I turned away and continued my walk in the swamps.
You did?
Yes. I did not trust myself.
You did not trust yourself. Why? What has the Kadir ever done to you?
I do not know. At this moment,